A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing people out there to my channel, the Twinflame Union. And in this channeling session, I would be talking about a divine masculine and a divine feminine talking to each other. And it's a very cute channeling, actually, very easy breezy, very positive, very uplifting channeling. So I think that a lot of you will benefit from this. And before I start the channeling, I would like to say that you can connect with me. You can write to me at the email address that is given below in the description box, and you can get in touch with me for your personal situation. To be honest, I have to say this, and I learned this from my own transformation and ascension journey, that the channeling sessions are very powerful, and people like me, we love to do this because we want to give back to the universe. In our journey also, many channeling sessions helped us out to reach to a certain position, to a certain place. But we all have our individual journeys, and we all need clarity in between. During my journey too, I used to connect with some readers and some healers, and they used to give me solutions. And sometimes I feel that reading those books and doing that research work and getting the healing sessions, it had a lot of impact on me, especially in the times when I was going through a dark night of the soul. Because during the dark night of the soul, it's like for some people, the dark night of the soul can go on for very long, and they sometimes don't even know about it. And I can say this from my own experience, because once I fell sick and I was unwell for 3-4 months, and I kept thinking that it is my health that has gone for a toss, and I kept thinking like that. And after some time, I realized that no, this is actually a dark night of the soul, which looks like a disease. In fact, diseases are caused because of our negative thought patterns. It's caused because we are not able to let go of a very strong, dark belief that is pulling us back. And these dark nights of the soul are always followed by the times when we try to break our situation and we try to take those very solid steps. And suddenly you see that you've got fever, or you've fallen sick, or you have a really bad cold. So it's very important for anyone to know that if you want to move out, if you want to ascend further, then you must and you need to remove the blocks. You need to be in the mindset that I have to make my situation better. I cannot be in the stuck up situation. I need to step up. It's very important to step up, because if you don't step up, you will stay stuck. So don't stay stuck, step up. And I will start now. So the divine masculine is saying to the divine feminine that my heart is literally yearning to be with you. And this word came to me in this channeling again and again. There is a difference in being miserable, there's a difference in suffering, and there's a difference in yearning, in pining. So normally what we see is it is the divine feminine who has chaser energies, and she is always pining for the divine masculine. She wants him, she's like, but in this case, the divine masculine says to the feminine that my heart is yearning to see you. My heart is saying this to you now, that I am yearning to see you. Now please come to meet me. Like, I have been yearning for so long. It's been a while that I am yearning to see you. Can you please come to see me? He is saying this to the feminine. And stop hiding from me. Stop hiding your like your look, your eyes. When someone is looking into your eyes, but you don't want to look straight into their eyes. So what do? You look away somewhere, right? So he's saying don't look away. Don't try to distract this connection from this connection. Don't look away from this connection. Don't look away from me, please. He's saying that. And he's not saying it like crying and miserable. He's saying it the mood is not sad. The mood is happy. The mood is positive. There are many ways that people yearn for someone, and that there are many ways that people ask, pacify someone. So he's not pacifying in that way. He's pacifying, but he's doing it with a smile. So, when you're happy and you tell someone that, look, I'm really waiting for you. I want to see you. Stop looking away from me. Please come to meet me. And, it's so important for you to meet me that I'm actually asking you to make a promise to me that you will come to meet me. I'm not saying that you can't come to meet me, but it's like you have to, please. So he is saying have to also, and he's saying please also at the same time. And he's then saying that if you are not there, then what's the point of this spring season? The spring without you is not spring. And there are valleys of flowers. I don't know how many of you visited a valley of flowers, but they are very beautiful. So he's saying that this valley of flower is not enough without you. It is also waiting for you. And my heart is beating again and again. And as my heart beats, it makes this request to you that please come, my love, please come to meet me, please. I'm waiting for you. And then the divine feminine. Now, the divine feminine and divine masculine are also, for some of you, this is a conversation that is happening in person. Like, for some of you, it can happen over the phone. For some of you, it can happen face to face. While you're literally together, you're somewhere in the vicinity, but you're about to meet each other, and then when you're saying this to yourself that, look, man, I am waiting for this person for such a long time. This journey, there's one very beautiful thing about this twin flame journey, and I will say this from my personal experience, that when you actually stop needing a person's physical presence and the mental connection takes over, that's when you have actually figured this journey out. And divine masculine is very smart that way. When he talks to the divine feminine, even now I am channeling the message. So many feminines out there are getting these channelings. They are receiving these messages. So there is always a way in the universe to share messages when your heart is true, when you're very sincere, when you're very honest with your feelings. The universe will find a way to deliver the messages. So energetically, some are talking over the phone, some are talking face to face. But it's like they are telling each other that, the spring is empty without you. Even if I'm sitting in the beautiful valley of flowers, it doesn't mean much to me because you're not there in it. You need to be here. You need to be with me. In some cases, it's almost like they're in the same room, but both of them, especially this is for the feminine actually, the feminine is so busy that despite being in the same room, despite being under the same roof, she does not have the time to talk to him. She's so busy she's so consumed with something that she's not even looking at him, and he is saying that, oh, come on, you don't have to do this to me. You don't have to make me feel like this. So the divine feminine now says that, look, my heart beats just like yours, and I am saying it to you that I am already yours and I'm always with you. Where can I go? I am with you, you are with me, I am with you always. Whether we are together in the 3D world, whether we are in front of each other or not, whether I am in another room or whether I am in another state or another country, or for some people there's a whole difference of a dimension. Someone is in the 5th dimension, and they are in the 4th dimension. There could be a difference of dimension. So, but this conversation is not a negative, pessimistic, sad, depressing conversation. Let me tell you that. It's a happy conversation. It's a loving conversation. When you love someone, then you are really like, hey, come on. You know what? I love you so much. You can't do this to me. You gotta give me some time. You gotta look at me. You gotta pay attention to me. You gotta validate. But this is not a psychotic validation, like when you're like, hey, I need you. I can't be without you. I'll cut my wrist without you. I'll kill myself without you. This is not like that. Then that is obviously obsession. That is not love. So we are not talking about that. We are in the cute zone of love. We are in the adorable zone of love. We are in that zone of love, which is the real love. Okay. So the Divine Feminine, very smilingly, very nicely, with a lot of assurance, she tells him that, hey, come on, I'm already yours. I could be busy doing something. I could be stuck in something. In this journey, we have to understand one thing, that the soul is important. Most important, the soul connection. You are not a body, just a body. So how can your connection with the Divine Masculine or the connection with the source be limited to this physical entity, this physical identity? The identity has actually been given to you so that you make the most of this identity. You use it so that you can step out of the Maya, of the illusion. And you get to experience the actual love. Love that is very intoxicating, and you don't even consume any drugs. You don't consume anything, you don't eat anything, you don't take any substance, and yet you are high. You're always high. Without even trying anything, you're high. That is love. That is true love. That is the real love. And so many of you on this journey can be, I don't know who all are going to be that, but can be so lucky. The grace, when you get the grace of the Guru, when you get the grace of the Masters, you are one of those lucky people who get to taste the sweet nectar of love. The sweet nectar of love, which is the real nectar. One drop is enough. This is something that cannot be described in words. This love, that is the love without any control. No one is controlling you. You're in love with your own wish and will. You're free. That freedom, which comes without spending up money, a cost, that freedom that comes without any barter, any exchange, that freedom that comes without any misconfusion, any misinformation. When the Divine Feminine feels this type of love, this type of true, real love, and she has ascended, and she has reached a place in her life where her soul is free, the Divine Masculine, which is the other half of her, which is a mirror of her, what will that Divine Masculine reflect? Think about it. What you will see in the mirror, what will the mirror reflect? The mirror will reflect what it sees. If the mirror sees confusion, hatred, if the mirror sees separation, then the mirror will reflect separation. Otherwise, if the mirror sees union, if it sees balance, if it sees love, if it sees peace, it will reflect that back to you. It has no option. It has no option. So when this Divine Masculine is asking for that love. It's because he sees that love in her. He sees that sweetness in her that he reflects back to her. And always remember this, that you can do it. You can reach to that place. As I always say, I don't even know, like if I have to count how many times I was alone, how many times I've traveled alone, how many times I backpacked alone, how many times when I was writing, I am a writer and it's also my profession to write. It's my profession to be in this movie business. It was my profession. For that also I traveled. And before being a writer, I did other things in life. So solitude became my second nature at one time. And when I look at the DM, my DM, it's very similar. I see what I feel now in my heart. And there was a time when I used to see only anger, frustration, hatred. I would say, what a jerk, what a stupid asshole. I have literally said that. But now I feel like, come on, it's okay. Everything is fine. We all make mistakes. But then we also should learn to create boundaries. When we create boundaries, we don't say that, hey, you can't enter here. But we say that, look, my time is important too. But we say it without any anger or frustration. So here also, the Divine Feminine is telling him that, look, honey, you know I love you. You know I'm always with you. Where can I go? I am yours. You are mine. Do you think I can go anywhere away from you? You are when in India, we have this thing that women, they get dressed, they get, they beautify themselves. They wear a nice sari, or they wear a nice dress, or they put some makeup on, like they'll put a lipstick on. This happens in the West also. It's happening everywhere. But in India, in Indian women, there is this quality of Indian woman where getting dressed up for your man, it's like a very given thing, So she's saying that my life, you are that dressing up, you are that beautification of my life. So why do you doubt my love? Obviously, I'm living because I love you, because of this love that I have for you. If you were not there, if this love was not there, then I won't have been here. Now, there are 2-3 ways to understand this, perceive this. One is a very worldly way of understanding it. Worldly way is like, okay, I'm here because of you. I love you, and I am surviving because of you. My body has life because of you. You are my husband. I'm your wife. You are my boyfriend. I'm your girlfriend. You are my lover. And there's a worldly way of doing it. Look, we are living in the same roof. Look, I'm cooking food, but my attention is on you. I'm cleaning the room, but my attention is on you. That is a worldly way of looking at it. Then there is a spiritual way of looking at it. There is a way where even though the Divine Feminine is in solitude, she could be in solitude, she wants to be a hermit in the tarot card, in the tarot deck, or she just wants to be the Empress in the tarot deck, or she wants to be the goddess, which is the High Priestess. She wants to be on her own, basically. And she's telling him that energetically, that, look, I'm committed to the source. She's very committed to the source, actually. And she is all about the source. And the connection she has with the source is the most solid, beautiful connection that she has. So she is so connected with the source. It's like Parvati, whenever Parvati used to go away and she used to meditate alone, Shiva's meditation used to get stalled because her meditation used to be so powerful. Her dhyan used to be so powerful. In fact, when Shiva rejected Parvati, he said that I cannot be with you. So she goes away. But then she meditates deeply. She goes into deep meditation, deep trance. And then because of her meditation, Shiva cannot concentrate anymore. And he comes to her looking for her. And then he says, look, I really love you. I'm sorry I asked you to go away. I'm sorry I was acting like that. Okay, now I want to be with you. Can you please accept me? So she doesn't go like, okay, I cannot do that. She goes like, of course, yes. But her heart, she's in focused attention. She's in deep attention state. So here the divine feminine says that this love that we have, this true love, this divine love, this pure love, this love that makes you smile from within, this is the love that I see it everywhere now. I see it in you, I see it in the plants, I see it in the nature, I see it in the universe. I see this love everywhere. And because of this love, I don't know where we are, I don't know where the body is, where, you don't even care where you are, what you're doing, where you're going, what you're eating, because you're so intoxicated in love. You are submerged deeply in love from head to toe. That is the sweetness of this love. Like I said, you're always high. You're high without taking any drugs. So this is the love, that she's going through, she's experiencing, and he too is seeing it in her. So she is going through this type of love and he's reflecting it back to her. This is what this channeling is all about. So this is where the channeling ends. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on this journey, for trying, for being so solid, for having the faith is most important thing. And I can see a lot of you have this faith, you have this sincerity. I can feel it. I sense it. Even though I'm sitting here in my space, I can feel there are many feminines in the planet who has this pure love in their heart. They believe in love. They believe in the beauty of love. They believe in true love. They believe in unconditional love. I can feel it. It's like my heart is really full of it right now. So thank you so much for it. And stay strong. As I said, step up, step up, step up, step up, step up. Keep stepping up. And there it is then. I'll see you in another channeling. Bye.